In one of the most shocking relationship stories to come out of Bangladesh, a mother and her daughter married the same man. It all started with a mother and a man who had a long-term relationship and even children together. But after a while, they separated without a legal divorce. Years later, the daughter, unaware of her mother's past, met the same man online. They hit it off, fell in love, and got married. When the mother discovered that her daughter had married her ex-partner, they chose to live together as a family. This strange case shook the entire country, raising questions about family dynamics, the role of social media, and the complexity of rural Bangladesh's social systems. It also highlighted the blurred lines between tradition and modern relationships. When most countries face floods, the people suffer. But in Bangladesh, they've turned floodwaters into farmland. The floating farms of Bangladesh are nothing short of miraculous. During the monsoon season, large sections of the land are submerged underwater. But instead of losing crops, farmers have created floating islands made from water hyacinth and bamboo. These islands are used to grow crops like spinach, cucumbers, and tomatoes. It's a method that's been around for centuries, a unique response to nature's floods. These floating farms not only provide food for thousands of families, but also act as a life-saving innovation in a country that faces some of the most severe climate challenges on Earth. It's hard to believe, but these floating islands are changing the way people in Bangladesh live and survive. Bangladesh is home to the largest river delta in the world, the Ganges-Brahmaputra Delta. This massive, fertile area is formed by the confluence of three major rivers, the Ganges, Brahmaputra, and Meghna. It stretches over 100,000 square kilometers, covering much of Bangladesh's land. But while this delta is an agricultural powerhouse, it's also a major environmental vulnerability. The land is incredibly flat and prone to flooding, especially during the monsoon season. The delta provides food and shelter for millions of people, but it's also the reason why Bangladesh is one of the most flood-prone countries in the world. The intense flooding can displace families, damage homes, and lead to crop failure. But the people of Bangladesh have adapted to living with water. Imagine a village with no roads, where the only way to travel is by boat. In the Haor and Beel regions of Bangladesh, water dominates life. Villages here don't have roads, cars, or even paved streets because everything is connected by rivers and canals. This means people get to work, attend school, and even visit relatives by boat. It's an entire community that depends on the water. This unique lifestyle isn't just about travel, it's a whole way of life. From floating houses to people who make a living on the water, these communities are self-sustained and completely isolated. It's hard to believe that places like this exist, where boats are the main mode of transport and families never use a single road in their daily lives. With a population of over 165 million people, Bangladesh is the 8th most populous country in the world. But here's the real kicker. This small country has one of the highest population densities on Earth. At over 1,200 people per square kilometer, Bangladesh is more crowded than many of its neighboring countries. The capital city, Dhaka, is where the congestion is the worst. You'll see endless traffic jams, people shoulder to shoulder on sidewalks, and buildings stacked one on top of the other. This extreme density creates serious challenges for the government, especially when it comes to housing, healthcare, education, and job opportunities. But it also creates a unique urban energy that can't be found anywhere else in the world. Bangladesh is the second largest garment exporter in the world, right after China. But the story behind the clothes you buy is darker than you might think. Millions of workers, mostly women, spend their days working in sweatshops for low wages, often in dangerous conditions. The 2013 Rana Plaza disaster, in which over 1,100 workers were killed when a building collapsed, brought global attention to the horrific working conditions in the country's garment industry. Since then, Bangladesh has introduced reforms, but even today there are still cases of unsafe work environments, poor pay, and inadequate labor rights. This truth is hidden behind the cheap fashion we often take for granted, raising serious questions about the ethics of the industry and our role as consumers. A man from Bangladesh became internationally famous for his shocking condition, called epidermodysplasia verruciformis. This rare disease causes abnormal growths that look like tree bark, often covering the hands and feet. His name became synonymous with the condition as people referred to him as the tree man. The growths are caused by a genetic mutation that makes the immune system unable to fight off certain types of viruses. Over time, they grow into large, wart-like tumors. His story gained global attention, and medical professionals around the world began to study his case. After multiple surgeries, the man was able to regain a normal life. It's one of the strangest medical conditions in the world, and only a handful of cases have been reported. Think the longest beach in the world is in the Caribbean or Australia. Think again. Cox's Bazar, located on the southeastern coast of Bangladesh, is the longest natural sea beach in the world, stretching over 120 kilometers. Despite its size, this incredible beach is still relatively unknown internationally. It's a hidden gem of white sand and clear blue water. The beach is not only a paradise for tourists, but also an important source of income for the local community. It's a place where locals fish, swim, and relax, and where tourists come to experience the stunning beauty of nature. But its sheer length and quiet charm make it a unique travel destination. Every year, thousands of children go missing in Bangladesh. Many of these children are victims of trafficking, abduction, or simply lost in the vast urban slums. It's a heartbreaking reality for the families of these children, but it often goes underreported. Poverty, lack of education, and weak law enforcement contribute to the alarming rise in missing children, making it difficult for authorities to track down or recover these children. Despite efforts by non-governmental organizations and local law enforcement, trafficking continues to be a major problem in the country, with children being sold into forced labor or exploitation. While Bangladesh is predominantly a patriarchal society, in the hills of the northeast things are different. Here, matrilineal tribes like the Khasi and Garo follow traditions where women inherit land and pass down family names. In these tribes, women have a significant role in family decisions and own property. It's a striking contrast to the more traditional gender roles in other parts of Bangladesh. This matrilineal structure challenges the widespread belief that Bangladesh is purely patriarchal, showing that gender roles can vary significantly across different communities.